So if you want them to be inspired to buy, you got to show up inspired. If you want them to make simple decisions, you got to communicate in a simple way. That's what it's about. Simplify that message. And when you simplify that message, you know what? The next step is you create something that's significant, that's going to have an impact, because simple has simple truths in it. People make it sound all abstract and all this and that to hide whatever it is. Be honest. Be open with what it is. Simplify it. Give them the simple truth of what it does, the simple benefits. And when you do that, you'll make a significant impact. And whatever you're selling, step back from the sale of it, because we're talking about selling right now, but step back from that and think about why. Why am I really doing it? Why am I about to have this meeting? Why am I about to stand up here in front of 50 people and deliver what I'm doing? Why? I think about this all the time. Why? What's the purpose? What's the great gift that I'm going to share that's going to move the needle and inspire their hearts? Because if I inspire their hearts, they will take action. That's what sales is about. It's about nothing else. It's not about mind games and mumbo jumbo and any of that stuff. All that stuff is so old hat, it's disgusting. You don't need to do that. Do you need to talk about your program so people understand and are familiar with it before you ask them to buy? Yes, that's just common sense. But the way you deliver it, do you need to do NLP and flip people with this and all this stuff? No, you don't. Do you need to get people to imagine a bigger future and imagine what it would look like to have your services? Yes, because it's all part of the human imagination, which is I need to see it. I need to see myself doing it. If I can see myself doing it, I will take action. So put people in a place where they're inspired with emotion and then give them the vision and the steps to see how they will enroll in your programs and you will move mountains. Yes? That's how you do it. Do not look at it as a sales thing. Do not listen to the bullshit that people tell you about flipping people's minds and turning it upside down and controlling them. That sucks. It doesn't work. You will feel empty and bottomless and like you did the wrong thing. And every time you do the wrong thing, to do that, to try and push somebody and to slam them in doing it, it weighs on you more than it does on them. It will stack on you and stack on you and stack on you and weigh your energy down to where as a human being you become like a little freaking grain of sand. And you will have to use tricks at that point because you will not know who you are. You will have lost the essence of who you are, and all you will be able to do is sell from your mind to convince people to do something. That is not sales. That is crap. Yes? We need to be inspired. We need to be coaching leaders. We need to show up in a way where people get the message we're having because we're coming from a place of passion. We're coming from that place of emotional intelligence. That's why we're here. Not just strategy, not just action. Let them feel you. Let them feel themselves. Let them see the possibilities of what's possible in their life, and people will then move mountains with you. You don't have to close. You have to coach. You don't have to close, you have to commit them and get them committed. That's what a good coach does. That's what a good sales coach does. If we could take the name of sales completely out of the equation, we would. But it's so common, people use it. You don't have to sell, you just inspire people to take action. How do you inspire them? You figure out what already freaking inspires them. That's not your job. You ask the questions to figure out what already inspires them. If you figure out what inspires them, guess what? And you ask the right questions, guess what? They will be inspired and they will then take action, because when we're inspired, we are action takers. Yes? This is the game that we're playing and nothing else. Don't ever be mistaken of it. This could be the most powerful conversation you ever have with a human being that actually changes their life through the very first conversation that you have with them. Give them everything. Give them the courtesy of listening. Give them the courtesy of questions. Give them the courtesy of all the things you would want given to yourself. And if you do that, you can't lose. You can walk away from the table without a check written. You can walk away from the table without them buying your program. But if you show up 100% authentically, you will walk away knowing that you did your best and you gave this person a gift, whether they buy or not. Make sense? Yes? This is the game. This is the great conversation. Make it a great conversation. Don't make it a half-assed conversation. Make it an inspiring conversation. Don't make it something where you just show up and go through the motions to try and sell some stuff. People don't like that. They never have. And I don't know how we ever got into that. Right? This conversation is the most powerful thing you can do in your business. It is the best, the greatest, the most magnanimous. Have it. Don't be afraid of it. Step into it. Show up as your best self. Let people feel you at your best, and you will be the greatest, quote unquote, salesperson in the world. Yes? All right. So should we get into the how?